afternoon. My name is Azum Ali. I'm the Chief Customer Officer here at AiDASH. How do we create customer outcomes today to secure tomorrow? So what Todd said this morning about the customers that you all serve, your homeowners, businesses, is just as true for us, that our utility customers experience outcomes, not programs. We love our software programs, but ultimately it's the outcomes that you care about and that we care about. As you've heard today, that outcome, or our why, is prevention first. It's the idea that utilities need to manage a collection of risks, identify those risks, build resilience in depth across multiple time horizons before something goes wrong. And what makes Prevention First special is that we've worked with so many utilities that have already started to achieve this. We have a tradition at our Evolve conference of honoring excellence, and this year we have 5 award categories. We have 5 wonderful trophies here to share. I'm going to share the story behind some of these outcomes. I'm going to invite those utilities on stage to be celebrated by you. So without further ado, I'm going to get into our first category. And the first scenario that I want to share is, imagine this: one vegetation manager, 5,000 miles of overhead lines, a lean budget, no margin for error, and a climate a lot like this one, with dust storms and all. Some of you experienced that earlier this week. In 2022, during a high wind event, a feeder caught fire just 18 months after it had been trimmed. A hospital was on that circuit. And a quick question: has anyone here found themselves suddenly getting a lot of attention for something big that happened in their network? Yeah, definitely. And so the utility thought that it's time to ask a hard question: what if the trim cycle itself is the problem? So they ditched the calendar approach, they ditched the paper maps, and moved to risk-based prioritization on a digital platform. So for this year's Outstanding Efficiency Impact Award, which recognizes the utility that has achieved the most impactful outcome at the most efficient way possible, is going to be El Paso Electric. So Martin, I think you're in the audience. Please come on up. So El Paso adopted IVMS. We've been working with them for a few years. And they cut vegetation-related outages by 23% and is now taking that same risk-based approach to their wildfire mitigation plan. So congratulations to El Paso. Let me make sure I pick out the right one for you. So here you go. So thank you very much. All right. Thank you. Thanks so much, Martin. Take care. All right. Thank you, Martin. So for our next category, my hope is today that you've had the chance to connect with the great members of our wildfire mitigation team. I see Randy in the back. I see a couple others who have just spoken on stage. And a lot of those team members call California home. Everyone in this state really understands the stakes involved, utilities and regulators alike. And they understand the stakes of building a very serious wildfire program in this kind of environment. This next utility is not in California, though. So not too far away, but in one of the most fire-prone environments in the country. Serving 500,000 customers with a 2-person veg management team and being asked to build a California-sized wildfire program with a much smaller set of resources. They could not match the level of spend required to meet outcomes expected of them. Anyone here asked to do a lot with a lot less than you think you should get? Yes? So for the mammoth-sized program that they were asked to build, we started to work with them. Our Wildfire Risk Reduction Impact Award goes to P&M, Public Service Company of New Mexico. So Wesley, please come to the stage. So P&M achieved a 10% reduction in grow-in risk across their entire network in a single year, SAIDI under 12 minutes, full PSPS decision-making capability. Congratulations, Wes. Thank you so much. All right. Super. Okay, so for this next one, I want to recognize one of our co-ops. And co-ops are very special. I love that last panel. Many of you know that serving your customers as a co-op means serving your neighbors and, frankly, your own families, right? So an outage is much more personal than a customer interruption. These are people you know. So I want to share something from one co-op veg manager, what they said to us. In their own words, our numbers outage-wise have gone from 40% of outages, tree-related outages, toward 20%, so 40 to 20. And we've had a couple of months where those numbers were in the teens. For this year's Reliability Impact Award, which recognizes the utility that has delivered the most significant improvement in grid reliability to an intelligent vegetation program, is Trinity Valley Electric Cooperative. Come on up. So congratulations on the award and for the impact on your community. Super. Yeah. All right. Okay. This one's a little bit different from the others. It's for the utility that sees where this industry is going and does the hard work of actually building that pathway, including working closely with us to get there. So this utility came to us with a very specific challenge recently, meeting a defensible space requirement around facilities in high wildfire zones in the Southwest. A very hard specific requirement with no ready-made solution yet. So we worked on it together, built the capability, got contractors trained, logging work in the field. And in 3 to 4 months of this year, over 15,000 work items have been logged on the platform. So a lot of progress in a short amount of time. The winner of this year's Visionary Award is Xcel Energy. Fletcher, come on up. The first customer to really adopt hazard tree management, tackling encroachment risk, defensible space. Congratulations on all that you've achieved. Here you go.
Thank you.
All right, for this last one, this is a new category. We did not have this the last time we had Evolve. But I want to recognize a utility that serves the community not too far from where we're sitting. They've been seriously building their veg management program year after year. This is one where the judgment is simply on the results. So after we partnered to implement IVMS, we observed some interesting statistics over 2 whole years of runtime on 2 metrics, veg-related outages and ignitions. And what are those numbers? Let's find out. For this year's Hometown Hero Award, which recognizes a utility that has embodied the Prevention-First mission closest to home, is Bear Valley Electric Service. Got a few reps, please come on up. So I asked you about 2 metrics, and the answer is the same for both. Veg-related outages, anyone want to take a guess? 0. Ignitions, 0. Huge accomplishment. Thank you so much, Paul.
All right.
Congratulations. Okay, those are the 5 awards. So thank you for recognizing and celebrating your peer utilities who are all putting intelligence and action to work. That's prevention first in practice, and I'm sure that they'd welcome you engaging them in questions after this session. So congrats again to all 5.